Welcome to the Maison Minute. I'm Kristin.
And I'm Nasya.
And we're here to give you a little information.
So today we're going to talk about firing your landlord.
It's time.
And that entails going from you being called a renter to you being called an owner. So we really want to talk to you about what's entailed in firing your landlord and getting on a path to homeownership.
And what the benefits are.
Exactly. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is stability. So homeownership does provide a level of stability and assurance, because when you're talking about renting, your landlord is able to increase your rent as they see fit, and they also are able to rent out their home to somebody else or change the terms of your lease after your lease is up. So with your own home, you're able to make those changes. You're able to make the rules on your own home. And so we really, really encourage people to look and see what's the difference between renting and owning. And one of the first things is your stability.
Right, I know, just to piggyback on that, I know so many people who have to move year after year when their lease is up because their landlord increases the rent and they can no longer afford it. And owning your own home cuts down on that issue. The next thing is the ability to customize your space. So a lot of landlords, if you want to paint the walls or make any major changes, you have to get permission, and they may or may not allow that. So if it is your home, your property, you can customize your home as you see fit. For instance, I had a recent buyer who loves the color purple, and so she literally painted several walls in her house purple. And that's what you can do if you own your own home.
We're not here to be critiquing any kind of colors.
Do what you like. I don't care. It's your house.
So the third thing that we want to talk about is creating wealth. So by renting, you are creating wealth and helping your landlord to amass wealth. When you own, you're creating your own wealth. This is the legacy that you have that you can leave to your family, and it's also creating a way that you can have an income and revenue stream in the future. Because a home is something where if you need to, you can use it to leverage in order for you to even have another source of income, like an equity line or something like that. So it's a real way of providing you with some wealth for the future.
And just think about it. 90% of the wealthiest people in the world have significant real estate holdings. So it's kind of the gateway to wealth.
Exactly. So we also want to just pinpoint at this time, let's talk a little bit about the interest rates.
OMG. Interest rates right now are at an all-time low, and they're dipping actually earlier this week a little bit lower.
Yes.
So now is the perfect time for you to buy. What does the lower interest rates mean? That means you pay less over time for your home. So that could mean significant savings for you.
So the Fed is not going to, they're actually putting a hold right now on continuing to cut interest rates for the near future.
Right.
So obviously anything can change. However, this is a great time.
Strike while the iron is hot.
That's right. So if you want to talk about creating a legacy for your family, talk about getting into a home where you are the one who are making the decisions for your family and where you're going to live. This is a really great time to contact us and to talk to us about what your goals are, and we definitely are the ones that could help you with deciding where you want to go and what your next steps are.
Absolutely. So, our contact information, next slide. Please feel free to call or text us in order to set up your free, no obligation buyer consultation so that we can discuss what your real estate goals are.
Thanks.
Thank you.